And we found ourselves on the road to Baghdad at the same time that shock and awe had just finished happening about a week after that. And we had been shedding tears in Jordan and Egypt about the loss of life in Iraq as a result of that. And of course we were singing Iraqi songs along with the Lebanese and the Syrian and the Egyptian songs. Our Jordanian friends were singing, you guys should go to Iraq, the Iraqi people would love you. Well, isn't there a war going on there now? Yeah. But maybe it would be a good idea to represent a different side of America. And how much does it cost to get a ride from Amman to Baghdad right now? Well, they're charging the CNN journalists $2,500 one way. Oh God, we don't have that kind of money. So I guess we'll give up on that idea. The next day, we found you a ride. Christina and I look at each other, is it God's will that we are to go to Baghdad at this point in time? I guess so. So we thought, well, there's a border, you know, I don't know, we don't have, you know, visas, papers, I don't know what's going on. We asked, you know, those silly governments and their borders, you know, you have to deal with it. So we went down to the office in Amman, Jordan, and sang them a song, and they said, of course you should go. We don't care if you have visas or press cards or anything, but if you know those songs, you belong in this culture. So they got on the phone with Mahmoud at the border, and they said, Mahmoud, when Cameron and Christina get to the border, let them through. So we got to the border at 3 in the morning. Where's Mahmoud? We didn't find Mahmoud. He was taking a nap. And our free ride wasn't quite free. It actually cost us $400, but that was way cheaper than $2,500. He was anxious to get going, so we sang them some more songs at the border, and they said, of course, of course. Music turned out to be a passport in this ancient fabric of tribal society, and that's why I've felt free ever since to encourage everybody to not abide by the rules and regulations. Just find that place in your heart where you know that you've got some bridge building that you can do, and do it. And when people tell you to be afraid, make your choice. You can be afraid and acknowledge that there's some percentage of chance that you'll die in the process. But if you read the statistics that you can find by Googling them, you'll discover that they're actually pretty small. And then you can say, you know what, I think I'm going to follow my path of heart. And if you do, you might end up here on the road to Baghdad.